Yo, what's going on, guys? Aaron here, and welcome to my first ever commentary. I was just chilling with my friends the other night, and I was telling them some fucking awesome life stories from my past and shit. And they're like, "Damn, bro, you gotta tell these on YouTube. These are fucking awesome." So, damn, there's fucking thunder going on outside right now. Yeah. So if you guys can hear me good and all, that's good. There might be a little like wind noise or some shit. I don't know. I gotta adjust my microphone settings. But anyways, so yeah, guys, welcome to my first ever commentary. I got some crazy ass life stories. I've gone through some crazy shit back in high school, and I got in so much trouble in high school. So I literally have like a list of like 500 crazy stories. So I'll just start telling them on this channel. Anyways, guys, the first story I wanted to tell is actually one of the funnier ones and one of the crazier ones. I figured I'd started out with one of the crazier stories, and then obviously I'm gonna tell you guys. Not all the stories I have are fucking insane, like dealing weed in class stories, but anyways, so to start it off, this story is gonna take place back in, I believe, ninth grade, and this is actually like the second week of high school. So I I was you guys probably know how it is when you smoke weed and stuff, and you go to a new school and you're trying to find a hookup and it's fucking not happening, and you can't find the person to sell you weed. I started smoking weed the summer before high school. And then my buddy that sold me weed actually ended up moving, so I didn't have anybody to buy weed from. And when I got to high school, I was fucking desperately looking around for someone to buy weed from. And I found this one guy. He was actually pretty chill. He was a friend of my buddy, and my friend ended up introducing me to him. Got on the topic of weed, and he was like, "Yeah, man, just give me like $15, and I will fucking give you weed in a couple days." Now, straight up, guys, if that happens, if you're talking to someone and he's like, "Yeah, just give me the money now and I'll give you weed later," don't do it. There's no reason for that, give him the money when he has the weed. Anyways, I was stupid. I was desperate. And I was like, "Yeah, here you go, man." I gave him like $15, and he fucking he waited like 4 days, and 4 days goes by, and he still hasn't given me the weed. So I ended up going over to him one day at he was in my class, so I saw him every day, and I kept on hinting to him like, "Man, where's my fucking weed? And where's my fucking ganja at, man? Where's that Mary Jane? I need to get fucking high as fuck." And he was like, "Yeah," "I'm getting it, man, tomorrow." Every day he'd come and he didn't bring it. So like a week went by, and we're sitting in class, and I look at him, and he's got this fucking big smirk on his face, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "Oh, he's got the weed. He's got that. He's got that Mary Jane." And he looked at me with a smile. He literally, the teacher walks out of the room. We're in the middle of class. I'm in second period math class, and I'm chilling with this kid. We're in the middle of class. Everybody's looking at us. He takes his hat off his head, reaches in his backpack, pulls literally a dime bag of weed out, puts it in the hat, and throws the hat at me, and I put the hat on. Literally like 3 kids were looking at me and saw that shit happen, and I'm surprised they didn't immediately just tell the teacher when she walked back in. And I was fucking like, I didn't really know what to do. I just kind of went with it, and I had the hat on my head, and there was weed in the hat, and the hat was on my head, and I was just like, wait a minute, what the fuck am I gonna do right now? And the scary part was that my school had a dress code where you had to wear a collared shirt every single day, and you couldn't wear a hat. So I was fucking sitting there with a hat on in class. Obviously, the teacher's gonna make me take it off, and the second I take it off, the weed's gonna fall out. Sure enough, fucking the teacher comes in. I'm chilling there. So my teacher looks at me and she's like, "Aaron, can you take your hat off, please? That's against the dress code." And I was like, So I like pinched the bag of weed with the top of my hat, because it was a beanie. It wasn't like a cap or anything. It was a beanie, so I could kind of feel it. So I grabbed the bag and you kind of like, I pulled it off, and no one noticed. And then I was like, I immediately raised my hand. I was like, "Hey, can I go to the bathroom, please?" And she's like, "Yeah, go to the bathroom." So I was like, holy shit. I ran to the bathroom. Almost all the bathrooms here, they have like this fucking this sheet stuff that you can pull out, and it's like a little toilet seat cover thing that like is disposable, and you can pull them out. Well, the box that was holding those actually had this like secret little like compartment in the side where you fucking can get in and open it up. So I've hid all the weed in there in the bathroom, closed it up. No one's gonna go in there, and went back to class. So so anyways, then at the end of class, I fucking went over there, and the whole time I didn't actually look at the weed. I never looked at the weed or anything. I just, I thought there was a fucking dime bag. I go to the bathroom, and I take the weed out of the little compartment I hid it in, and I look at it, and it's like the shittiest fucking Reggie weed I've ever seen in my life. And I literally straight up thought it was oregano, and I was just like, fuck all that for fucking that shit. And I literally just like threw it away, threw it in the toilet. It was literally like the smallest amount of weed I've ever seen. It was less than like half a gram. It was so little amount, and it was literally like the leaves of weed. It wasn't even like bud or anything like that. It was fucking shittiest weed ever. And that was the last time I bought weed from that kid. And that was the last time that I ever dealt weed. Well, actually, that was one of the last times that I actually bought weed in class. It actually happened again, and I'll tell you guys that story later on. But yeah, that's the time I bought weed in class.